I just recorded this video, but I didn't like it, so I deleted it, and we're gonna go over this again. What's going on, everybody? Creo, welcome back to yet another video, man. Today's topic, we're gonna be talking about clips being dropped from Def Jam. Okay, we're not just gonna be talking about the clips being dropped from Def Jam. I'm gonna also speak on the snowball effect and how this is directly linked to Drake, because it is, and why I think that this has ruined the integrity of what rap is supposed to be. Like, this used to be a free nation. We gonna get into it right now. Clips were dropped by Def Jam over Kendrick Lamar verse. All right. Clips have revealed that they were forced to part ways with Def Jam after the label attempted to force them to remove Kendrick Lamar's guest verse from their new album, Let God Sort 'Em Out. Speaking to GQ, Pusha described how the relationship with the storied label crumbled over Lamar's features on Chains and Whips. Getting controversial. He said they wanted me to ask Kendrick to censor his verse, which of course I was never doing. And then they wanted me to take the record off. And so after a month of not doing it, Steve Galloway and the lawyer, is that Galloway or is it Galloway? This is a wild ass finals. Like, this is I didn't expect this. Can we talk about that? I'm gonna watch it, but like, who the fuck want to see OKC versus the Indiana? That's two small town teams in the finals. It's kind of cool, actually. Damn, is this what the post LeBron era of basketball is gonna look like? That's kind of cool though, because other people are getting an opportunity, man. But I'm gonna miss Curry, bro. I'm gonna miss LeBron. I'm gonna miss my OGs, man. That shit crazy. Anyway, bro, that's ADHD at its finest, bro. Where was I at? And then they wanted me to, oh yeah, Steve Galloway, the lawyer over there, was like, well, just drop the clips. Well, we'll just drop the clips. That's crazy. But that can't work because I'm still there solo. But if you let us all go, which is crazy. So shout out to Pusha, because I believe he had to pay to get out of this. According to this, I was reading into this one too. Steve and Victor on the insane amount of money it took for Pusha T Clipse to exit Def Jam. Because when you sign to a record label, it's for a certain amount of albums. They were going to release this album, Let God Sort 'Em Out. That was going to be one of the albums that was in their contract with Def Jam. But Def Jam is like, we don't want to work with you no more. So it's not like they just drop them and then they just leave it as is. There's still money that needs to be recouped. There's still albums that are not done. So the only way they can get out of it is if they pay their way out of it. So shouts out to them. I think that's really cool. And also another part of this that stuck out to me was they wanted me to ask Kendrick to censor his verse, which of course I was never gonna do. That was an opinion that I had that I didn't like about Kendrick, bro. I did not like that Kendrick was censoring his lyrics after the battle. There's two songs where he censored his lyrics, okay?
I pay homage and I always mind my business. I made the
born sinner pray for forgiveness. Fuck, I wish I would have been able to see the GNX tour live, bro. But it's okay. I'm gonna be up on stage with that man one of these days. At least that's what I think he said. I heard it on the internet. I made the born sinner pray for forgiveness. I never lost who I am for a rap image. J. Cole came out and was like, that wasn't me. You know, I couldn't sleep. I was looking in the mirror like, this ain't you. You know, like, he never lost his image. So he censored that and whacked out Muriel's. And then he would say,
fuck your hip hop. I watch the party just die. Niggas cackling about
police! Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help!
But all of y'all is on trial. Niggas thought that I was anti-social when I stayed inside of my house. You better off to have one.
So then he censored the Puff bar. I actually, well, not the Puff bar, but the Puff Bad Boys take that bar. And I kind of agree with that, because at the time, you know, it was right at the height of everybody talking about it. And I get him not wanting to like officially say something about it, but he still wanted to let it be known. Like, all y'all niggas is laughing about this baby oil, but y'all was at them parties. You bitch ass niggas. He also he also bleeped out some lyrics on Whacked Out Mirror.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
He also bleeped out some lyrics on Watch the Party Die, but I'm not gonna go to that song. But then that got me thinking of this song by Joey Badass, Crash Dummy, where he said this to say,
I'ma stand on every bar, promise I won't bleep them out. It's demons inside my soul.
I ain't expect it to be right away, but we gonna do that. Run it back one more time.
Niggas swerving in my lane, I take them on the scenic route. I'ma stand on every bar, promise I won't bleep them out.
So like he said, I'm gonna stand on every word, promise I won't bleep him out. I think that was even a little diss towards Kendrick, because Kendrick been doing a little bit of bleeping in his music. So when I hear that Def Jam wanted to ask Pusha T to ask Kendrick Lamar to censor his verse, I'm immediately against that, because besides the Puff censor, I'm against all them other ones. He should have said J. Cole's name. You should have just said it. There was no reason for you to pull that punch. Say what you need to say, get it off your chest. It also revealed to Def Jam was concerned about the optics of two of Drake's arch rivals teaming up on a track while his lawsuit against UMG was ongoing. So you see how this Drake put a legal bubble around him. He really pulled the "my dad is a lawyer" card, man. Like, he feeling out that music. Goddamn. I don't want to, I be getting distracted. Get all distractions off my screen. Is this Yummy from Justin Bieber? See, I'm telling you, my mind just be racing, dog. But Drake basically put this like coat on, and this coat is "my dad's a lawyer. Y'all can't talk about me right now. I'm already going to war because of this defamation or whatever it may be." The thing is this, bro. It may be defamation. One, believe it, because of evidence that you supplied them. This isn't out of nowhere. Didn't just wake up one day and want to be like, "Yo, Drake, we're gonna leverage all this shit against you." These were already pre-existing fucking ideas. What was confirmed about this battle is Kendrick Lamar is probably a chronically online. He just don't post. Like, he sees he sees everything. Then saw the majority of opinions that were circulating around Drake and then used it against him. But also, how the fuck are you gonna tell him? How are you gonna sue him for the defamation when you told the nigga to use it? Call him a bitch for me. Say he likes younger women. Heard it on the Button podcast, so it must be true. And the moment the nigga say it, you go, "I can't stand that nigga." Cause why do you do that? How the f did you become a moderator of all communication within the industry, bro? Let me keep reading this fucking article, cause I'm a ramble. As a result, Clipse and Pusha T departed the label and eventually signed with Roc Nation to release their highly anticipated reunion album. Def Jam and UMG are yet to comment on the Pusha allegations. Last week, Clipse finally announced the release. Okay. In a social media post and cinematic trailer, the brothers announced the fans can accept the album relatively soon, with it arriving on July 11th. Let God Sort 'Em Out will be executive produced by a long-term collaborator, Pharrell Williams. Listen, keep your friends close and your enemies closer, and I'm going to tell you why. For a very long time, Drake has been engaging in a subtle, subliminal war with Jay-Z. Okay, Pusha T and the Clipse are about to go over to Jay-Z's record label to release their newest album, executively produced by Pharrell Williams. And come get his legacy out of my house. The nigga's about to build a brand new legacy on your ass, bro. And this reminds me of part 2 of We Don't Trust You. You had Metro Boomin, Future, A$AP Rocky, Kendrick Lamar, The Weeknd. They ain't fuck with him, and they all kind of teamed up to say some shit about the man. Now you got Pharrell coming back, executively producing some shit. He said, "Nigga, I'll take up for Pharrell." And now look, you got Pharrell, Pusha T, and Kendrick Lamar coming together, and it's gonna be such a fire song. I already know it's a fire song, and I'm already gonna call it a platinum song because the song got these niggas dropped from a label. It got they label spooked, bro. Like Def Jam don't even want to make no money. They don't even want to make no money off of this because they ultimately know, you know what? That man Drake may come with the lawsuit in his lawsuit team, and they may add us on top of their UMG lawsuit, which is crazy. That's not the foundation of hip hop, bro. Like, I was talking about this in the last video that I scrapped because I didn't like how I was recording it. Yo, the drill scene, and not even the drill scene of New York and Chicago. All right, I remember in 2020 when all of these New York drill rappers were getting a bag. Like, we're talking K-Flock got a bag. Didi Osama got a bag. R.I.P. Naughty. I ain't really listened to it like that, but I remember them niggas was popping and they were getting bags off of talking about killing each other, like literally talking about murking each other, and they were being given bags by these record labels to continue to produce higher quality shitty vibrational music that is going to bring the youth down, bro. Had niggas niggas was getting sturdy in these streets, bro, but was really murdering niggas. Like there was a dance based off of a stabbing that happened to a child, and them niggas got money. It's crazy too, and Pusha T had to pay. It's just fucking wild, man. And I think it's really interesting. I was reading this article right here, and it was talking about how, while you've been working with Pusha T, have you ever been challenged with the department before? Because UMG has a department where they review lyrics, so it was that department. The real reason why the department is there is to protect the artist and the label from lawsuits for copyright infringement. They do it for all labels. Some labels adhere to it closer than others. Let's say you interpolate somebody else's song. The department is there to make sure that the song is properly cleared. It's not meant to be like you said X, Y, and Z about X, Y, and Z artist. So we're not going to release this music. While you've been working with Pusha T, have you ever had challenges with this department before? In the beginning, no. But starting in 2018, yeah. Why? That was the year Pusha released the story of Adidon. He put that on SoundCloud, and it's never been officially released on streaming services. Was that a way of getting around in any internal objections? Part of the reason, yeah, to avoid that. Also, we never actually properly cleared it. Because if you guys remember, the story of Adidon is using the beat from the story of OJ, I believe, from Jay-Z, which is funny because Rock Nation is going to be the place that is platforming Pusha T's newest album. Part of the reason, yeah. And then he says Pusha T mentioned 2 songs in his interview with GQ. Rick Ross, Maybach Music. I don't know. I don't speak Roman numeral. I think that's 5. Is that 5? I don't know. And Pop Smoke's Paranoia, where his verse was ultimately cut. Was this because of the department's scrutiny? Yes. What happened on the Pop Smoke song is that UMG thought that he was dissing Drake on that song. He wasn't, but they thought he was. Pop Smoke was released on my label. So this just proves that even before the diss battle between Kendrick Lamar happened, even before that happened, this just proves that labels were stopping Pusha T, who was the only other person who technically had a win against Drake. If we think about it, like at that time, Pop Smoke would have been like 2019, 2020, so this would have been a year, 2 years after the story of Adidon was released. So, damn, he's been dealing with them stifling and stopping what he's tried to say about him way before Kendrick. And obviously I managed Pusha, so they came to me and said, we're not going to put this out now unless you get Pusha to change these lyrics, even though it has nothing to do with Pop Smoke. They're like, either he changes these lyrics or we're not putting this album out. What happened to freedom of speech? First of all, he's not dissing Drake, but how do you get to tell him to change his lyrics or you're not putting this album out? Especially being that Drake is such a subliminal artist, and he comes from this, like, not even comes from, but he loved the battle rap scene where it's all about subliminals. And like I said, he's been engaging in a subliminal battle with fucking Jay-Z forever. Like, they've never formally came out and said each other's names, but they have been, like, you know, doing the little triple entendres, double entendres, flipping shit to mean other things. But now, when it comes to other artists, they can't even do that because they're gonna have to worry about labels being like, hey, we're gonna have to shut this down because we don't want Drake to come after us, and we don't want that to be, you know, a lawsuit problem or anything. And it's truly blocking someone's freedom of speech. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking insane. That shit wild, man. Illogical and frivolous, dog. All while he's still out here doing what he does. So when he makes references to the fucking battle, when he's like, oh, I just want to make music to get the parties lit. You know what I'm saying? I want to make music to get the ass shaking. He can do that. He can make mentions to the battle. But when others do, it gets added into reasons for why he's suing further. It's bullshit. Drake is pulling a Karen, and I hate it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment sections below. I thought I just wanted to get some opinions out about this because it's honestly, it sucks. Like, I hate that this is where it sucks, but it doesn't at the same time because it's still gonna come out. And shout out to Jay-Z for, you know, being on that kind of, I feel like he's kind of being petty with it, and he like, yo, come over here, bro, let's get this album out. Because I also remember Jay-Z showing love to Kendrick around the Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper. And then even after that, I think he's been showing a lot of love to Jay-Z, to what's his name. So it's really real rap now. Like, this is some real rap shit, you know? So I hope it's a good album. You know, I may react to the song Chains and Whips when it finally drops. I wonder what Kendrick's going to say, because it was enough for Def Jam to cut ties with Pusha T. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment sections below about everything that I presented in this video and anything that I didn't present that you may want to present. What do you think of this situation? Y'all like Pusha T? I don't know. I'll see y'all on the next one. Shkadoodle.